So today I will be just be going through some theories and I will be showing you a very special tool that will help you to create very very simple stuff. Understand? Like the building I showed you put in the group, we'll be learning how to do that very very fast. It's something that is very very easy for you to do. So all of us are going to be able to learn how to do that. So first, let's talk about 3D architectural visualization in Blender, or you could hear people call it archiviz. In case you hear that word anyway, archiviz, it means architectural visualization. So let's talk about it first. Let's before we actually go into the doing of it. So what is it? Okay, so 3D Archi visualization is the process of creating three-dimensional digital models and images of buildings, structures, and interior spaces. Okay, so for example, now there was this thing I did for somebody. They wanted to build a structure. Now they couldn't communicate the idea to somebody, like the person that was going to sponsor that project. So they just came to me and said, "Okay, we want to build this kind of project. Okay, can you help us do this?" They just did a sketch, and with that sketch that they did, which if they gave it to somebody that's the person that was sponsored, the person will not appreciate it. So they gave it to me, and what I literally did was to begin to convert that into a 3D model that people could visualize, could see as if it was real already. But there was one I did, and I did it, and I put it. It was more like a construction in within the state. So I had to carry it and put it right. I got a picture of that particular place and put that 3D model inside that particular place. That's the idea of archi visualization. It helps you to visualize things in 3 dimension. So whatever someone wants to build, any structure, you can visualize, you can see it inside your software. Okay, you can be able to create inside your software, whether it's a building or a structure, or within or inside interior space, like we said, interior. So maybe for example, you want to design someone's interior, like interior decoration, like inside the house. Instead of you trying to do try a lock, or maybe just doing something and hoping the person will like it, imagine if you could design it inside your software first before the person will see what that place. Imagine if you just come to a newly furnished or built or house. You just come in there and you simply look at the measurement and everything, and you just take the measurement. You go into your software, you build the thing in your software, start putting different kind of design. You can put any kind of thing you want, flowers, different kind of paints, or whatever you want to do, and you're doing it without spending a dime of money. That is the kind of skill that archi visualization gives you. Okay, so now this technique allows architects, designers, and clients to visualize and communicate their idea more effectively. So their ideas are communicated effectively, so that it's not something that is bizarre. Sometimes you communicate ideas to people, they don't really understand what you're saying until you actually use things like archi visualization. So this is an example of archi visualization. If you look at this building, it's done with precision. So you have the measurements of the different parts of it. Normally, Blender by default wasn't designed for archi visualization, but I will be teaching you I will be showing you a tool that is right inside Blender that most people don't even know about, that you can use to create something like this with the measurement. So if you are someone that is into, I don't know if anybody here is an in architectural stuff or planning. Anybody here? Anybody here? Nobody. All right. So if you're
Yes,
okay,
yes, yes, yes.
that's good. That's good. Because I think someone commented on that. The last time we talked about it. So all of us,
Yeah.
everybody can be able to imagine if you want to even build your own house. You can literally design your own house and show someone instead of the person just design something for you. You can tell someone that this is the kind of house I want to build. So we are going to build very complex houses with advancement. So, but this is the simplest one we can do. So what are the benefits of archi visualization? The first one is improved communication. So you can communicate ideas more effectively when you have, when you use archi visualization. There's more communication, because sometimes people, you might think someone understands you, but they don't really understand it. But when you visualize it, the person sees the actual measurement, the way the roof is going to look like, the way the walls are going to look like, the way the floors are going to look like before you even start building. It gives that person, that visual sense of, what it will look like before it even comes in, and it will motivate the person to understand and do whatever the person needs to do. Then another one is enhanced visualization. So enhanced visualization, if you look at before the invention of 3D visualization, you see that the architects, they do the normal 2D drawing. Now, if I take that 2D drawing and give to a lay person, most of them cannot interpret whatever is happening there. They can't even visualize it because it's just like, different kind of drawings, and it's only an architect, someone that has a train, that can be able to visualize what is really there. But then if you are communicating to a lay person, active relation enhances that visualization. It makes people to be able to understand exactly what you are talking about, so it gives more details. Then increase accuracy. So the accuracy now is in the essence of, like, let's say you're designing a car. For example, something like this in the idea of product design, or something like Tesla. When I design Tesla, they design Tesla, the Tesla cars, okay, different Tesla cars that you see. They design inside the 3D software first before they even start manufacturing it. So from there, you could be able to actually see, okay, this might not look good on this car, or this might look good on this car. Instead of you going to build it and then realize that this is not good, which will actually mean you restart your production again. So it saves you a lot of, it gives you more accuracy in whatever you're doing, and it saves your money. But I think the other one is it saves your money, so you don't even have to, do a lot of things. So imagine if someone want to build something. In fact, there was this guy that came to me. He wanted to create a new style of his particular car. I think he wanted to sell the idea to somebody. So he came to me and he told me, okay, I want to create this kind of car. I want this car to be this way, to have this, to have that. And, he just gave me an idea. He was just sketching what he wanted, and I was building it, and until I built exactly what he was thinking in his head. So that's what happens. So the accuracy will be there, and you really see what that thing will look like at the end of whatever, that's by the time that the production is finished. Then the last thing here we said is marketing and presentation. So when you want to market something, okay, and creating very amazing presentations, your archive visualization does a lot of things for you. Let's say, for example, you want to open up an estate or something, okay? You want to be able to, maybe you want to get investors. And you can't just come up and use architectural drawings and be telling them, oh, I want to do this, I want to do that. Some of them will not understand. But imagine if you could create an architectural visualization of an entire building, okay, an entire entire estate, and everybody begins to see exactly what that thing will look like when it's done. You see that it will even motivate people to be more interested in what you are actually doing. So far, I hope you understand what I'm saying, right? I want to be sure that everybody, we are together. I want to hear your voice. I want to hear your voice, your comments too. Are we together?
Yes,
All
yes,
right.
sir.
Okay. Now let's continue. So now let's talk about the applications of archive violation. Where do we apply it? Example, architecture. Okay, you want to create buildings, bridges, structures. Okay, architectural visualization comes in there. What about interior design? Okay, another place is interior design. So if you're an interior designer, maybe you have been just telling people that you do interior design, or maybe you just tell them the color of the paint of the wall, or the color of whatever, maybe a wallpaper you want to put in their room or something. Instead of doing that, you can literally design that thing in a 3D software, send across to the person, and the person sees exactly what you are going to do before you even start doing it, so that you don't finish and the person says, I don't like that. So that's interior design. Then urban planning. For you to plan, like for example, in Enugu State here, when they are planning certain things they are doing, they literally design every single thing. You actually see it pasted in a big board. What they talk about, their vision or something, that what they're going to do. So when you're planning on when you're doing urban planning, 3D visualization helps, because if you just have architectural drawings, most people don't understand it. But then when you have a 3D version of it, people can understand what exactly you are trying to plan in the urban planning. And the last part is the real estate. So the real estate has to do with, when you want to, create like maybe an estate or something, or a group of buildings that together, okay, it helps you to market it when you actually you actually try to create the 3D version of it. I think there was this job I did where I created a 3D. It was an estate that was meant to be built. So they what they just did was that they gave me the layout of the entire estate, and what I did was I just started building. I just created a building. I started putting it. Jonas, I think your audio is on. So I started creating putting
Sorry.
buildings. All right. I started putting buildings on different parts of that estate. Okay. So I'm just giving you like typical experience of what I've had. So you will see that these things are real. Then it's not like an imaginary thing. Okay. So now, what are the software you will use for architectural visualization? We use a lot of them, ArchiCAD and other ones, but here we're going to be using Blender. And the reason we're using Blender is that Blender is free, it's open source, okay, and you can literally do almost any kind of thing in Blender. It has a lot of features, so you can build everything, and there are add-ons like I told you that can help you to speed up your work, and you can work extremely very fast, and we're going to be able to learn that. So now, what are the industrial impacts of 3D archivists? So the first one is that improves design quality. It improves the quality of people's design because they plan it properly before they even execute it. That is the impact it makes. So and then it increases efficiency. It streamlines everything and reduces error and misunderstanding. Because, for example, now, let's say for example you are designing something, you're designing a house, and then maybe you design something thinking this was it, and then maybe a fellow engineer or maybe someone working with you misinterprets that 2D drawing. You see that later it might cost a lot of money, and is going to actually make things more difficult. It will reduce efficiency of the work you are doing. But when you have 3D, it becomes easier. It doesn't mean that 2D doesn't have its place. 2D has its place, but then the 3D has an enhancement. There's a place where it comes in to make things easier, especially for those who do not even understand what is being built before, when people are still in the concept stage, because you want to conceive ideas, and 3D gives the ability to be able to imagine things in a digital form and help. And it's just like people being able to see your imagination inside the computer. They can see through your brain using 3D. And lastly, here is enhancement of client engagement. So you can engage your clients. It helps your clients to understand. So those are the three qualities. So in case maybe tomorrow you are you're doing a job for somebody, and the person is like trying to understand what are the impact, what are the benefits of this 3D visualization, why should I even take it? Okay, you have to actually tell the person that increase the quality of whatever you're going to do and the efficiency of you working with him, so that he doesn't think of something, or maybe you're trying to communicate something to him or her and they don't understand what you're saying, and he engages the person. That's the most important thing, so that you can make more decisions with information, with real information. Because sometimes you see 2D drawings and you can't interpret it because you don't know how it was made. So now, what are the tools? Okay, what I call the architectural visualization tools in Blender. So there are different tools that we use for making things very fast in Blender. Okay, so Blender, like I said, wasn't designed specifically like ArchiCAD and AutoCAD. All those things are used for different computer aided drawings. Okay, it was designed for artists. That's what Blender was used for, was designed for. So but you can be able to make precise drawing, precision drawings, using special tools and add-ons. Okay, so even for a beginner, you can literally create that design that you saw that I sent to you on in the group. You can literally do something like that very fast and very quick. So this is the Blender Archimesh add-on. This is what it was used to do, and we're going to do that. So let me just talk a bit about the Blender Archimesh add-on, and we're going to just jump into the practicals. So I just want to do the theory. So if you have been noting down anything, good and fine. Also try to get a notebook, because I just don't teach practicals. I also teach practicals, and I also get some theories, because you need to understand why you do what you do. If not, you might really not be able to appreciate exactly what you're doing. So now, what is the Archimesh add-on in Blender? So the Archimesh add-on in Blender is a powerful tool for creating architectural objects and meshes. Meshes is another name for, is a type of object in 3D. That's what we'll call it. Now it allows users to generate complex architectural elements such as walls, windows, stairs, doors, and different kind of items that you can put in your scene. Okay. Now Archimesh provides a user-friendly interface and predefined templates to help users create detailed 3D models quickly and efficiently. So these are some of the features, and we're just going to go into them to be able to see that, because I want us to be able to finish the design in less than 20 minutes, and I know we can do that. Do we have our Blender open, or do you just want to watch me? I want everybody to be able to work with me. Do you have your Blender open, everybody?
Mine is open.
Okay, what about others in the group? Do we have Blender open?
Yes.
All right, so I'm going to show you exactly what we're going to do. We're going to be working step by step to create the very simple building, and we're not going. It's not going to be difficult at all. It's just going to be very simple stuff we're going to use. Okay, so overall, Archimesh add-on streamlines the process of creating detailed 3D architectural models in Blender, making it a valuable tool for architects and designers and 3D artists. So let's just go into the work immediately. I'm just going to remove my tip, okay? So this is Blender,
Okay.
okay? To move around this one, moving around, I'm holding down my middle mouse button and moving my mouse. The middle mouse button is the scroll wheel. Someone said that his own scroll wheel has spoiled. You can use this button here, this in interface. You can click and drag it, okay? And you can move around like this. So just know that if you want to go forward, you can scroll forward with your screw, and you can go back, or you can simply use this zoom. Look at the zoom. If you click up here, you move your mouse forward and backwards. Even if you're using a trackpad on your laptop, you can still use that. Then you can move the entire scene like this. Hold down shift, hold down the middle mouse button, and pan like this. I think one of the things I'm going to do is that I'm going to get a screenshot of all the basic shortcuts that we use in Blender, and I will send that to you. But I will only send the ones that are mostly used, because Blender has too many shortcuts. In fact, I think the shortcuts in Blender should be more than 100, and you can't cram them if you don't work with them. You have to work with them to cram them. So hold down shift, hold down the middle mouse button, and you can pan. Or you can just use this thing here. Look at this thing here, and just pan the entire scene. Okay, so if you are confused, these guys will just help you. This one is just for turning to your camera. So these 1, 2, 3, and 4 will help you. So either you use here or you do that. Okay, so that's for navigation. So I'm just going to get that out of the way. To delete something, do we know how to delete from the scene? Do you know how to delete? You simply press delete on your keyboard. Is that it? Do we know that? Okay, so I'm going to click on delete to delete this, because I want to start a new work. So everybody, I hope are we together? I want to hear people. I want to hear. All right, Celestine is here. What about other people? Are they happy?
Yes.
Okay. So now we're going to the
Yeah.
main thing. Now I want to show you a very important add-on that you need to have turned on your Blender right now. Go into your edits, go to preference. Now in the preference, you go to the add-ons. I'm saying this slowly because I wouldn't want to repeat it, so just make sure you follow me. You go into the Blender preference, go into your add-ons, click here and type Archi. Once you do your Archimesh, you see the add-on. You make sure you just turn it on. When you turn it on, go over here, click here, and click on Save Preference. This will enable you, whenever you open Blender again, you still have it turned on. Now you can close this. Do you understand that?
Sorry, your voice cut at some point, so
Okay, let me take
I
it
couldn't
again.
really get it.
Let me take it again. I said you click
Yes.
on the edit, click on preference, go into your add-ons, and inside here type Archi. and then you check this box. When you check the box, you just click here and you click on save. Do we understand that? Did we understand that?
Where do you save? Where do you save?
No, sir.
Edit. You know your edit, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Preference, right?
Yes.
So go to add-ons.
Okay.
And then here where you have search, type Archi.
Okay.
Now, if you're using 4.4, that's what I was telling you that time. If you're using 4.4, you will have to go down to extension. You can hear me now?
Yes, I'm using 4.4.
That's why I was asking that question. Go to your
Yes,
extension.
4.4.
Click on extensions. Let me see if I can.
Under preference.
Under preference, yes, you will see extension in that in that your preference. Let me see if I can turn on my 4.4 and show you that. I didn't want to work with it because sometimes it's there are features if you don't have certain specifications in your laptop, it might not work properly. That's the reason why I wasn't doing it. So, do we have that? Are you in an extension?
Extension. Get extension.
Yes, get an extension. Click inside that extension. Type
Okay.
Archimesh. You're online, so you should be able to search. Just type
Archi.
Mesh.
Yeah.
One word. Let me see if I can also do it here. You can watch me. This is 4.4 that I'm using here. So look at here, get extension. You click here, up at this top here. And you're
Yeah.
going to type, because I don't think it will be here. It's not going to be here. So type Archi. See Archimesh there. Can you see it there? Have we seen it?
Yeah, I'll see it. Archimesh.
And then you click on install. So it's not inside Blender by default in the higher versions, but if you use anything between 3.0 to 4.0 or even 4.1, it's right inside it. So I've installed it right now. Can I continue? Click on this button here and click on Save Preference. Very important. If I'm leaving anybody behind, you have to speak now because I wanted to use YouTube for this class, but I decided to use this so that I will have much interaction with you people, so that I won't leave anybody behind.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Just one question, please.
Okay, please go
Where
ahead.
do you save?
You save.
Where do you
There is a
save?
button down here. There is a button down here.
Okay.
You click on Save Preference.
Save preference. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Let me do that.
Save it.
Mine is not picking up.
What do you mean? It's not saving. Is that what you mean?
Don't know if, like, no, the Archi is not coming up.
No, it won't come up. Don't worry. It's hidden. I will show you how to find it. Okay, just relax. I want to be sure everybody's together. Mr. Banko, are you with us?
Yes, I'm with you.
All right, so I want to be sure everybody.
So for my, I didn't get that, sir.
You didn't get what exactly?
So I typed the Archi that didn't come up like the one is on your
Which
system.
version are you using? 4.4?
Yes.
And you are in get
4.4.
extension. Not in
Yes.
add-ons.
Yes.
Not in add-ons, so get extensions. And you typed Archi and you're not seeing
Yes.
it. But you're online, right?
Yes.
Is that laptop online?
Yes, I'm online.
And
I'm
it's not
online.
seeing
Yes.
Archimesh.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, another person is having that the same problem.
Yes.
Then I don't know how I'm going to solve that problem. Is it possible for you to send a screenshot on the group chat right now? Send a screenshot of what you are seeing. This is where I see my own right now. Just send a screenshot. Let me see where you are right now. Just do it very, very fast so that I can be able to debug it and we'll continue our class. Do that very, very fast. Because if I did this class on YouTube, I won't be able to have this communication with you. So just do fast right now. Send it. I'm waiting for it. I'm waiting for it. Just with your screen, your phone. Just put your phone on the screen of your laptop that you're working with. Snap it and just send it. That's good. Okay. Version blender. Oh, interesting. And this is 4.4, right?
Yes.
Okay. See what will happen now. Let me see. Yeah, people are in the right place. Even Baggy Pie is here. Pie. Okay, maybe. Okay, see what you're gonna do. Click here and refresh remote. Let's see. Refresh remote. Do this. As after that repositories, click here and click on refresh remote. Let's see if it's going to come in.
Okay.
Have you done it?
Yes, I've seen it.
You have seen it, right?
It has come up.
That's good. The other
Yes.
person should do it too. As you don't come up, the person that was complaining about that.
Uh,
Have you seen it?
not yet.
Okay, refresh remote. I'm sending a screenshot of exactly what I want people to do. Just do that fast because we don't have all the time.
So after this, I'm to click on, is it save and load? Which one?
Yeah, save preference. Do that. Okay, any other person having any problem? Anybody that is left behind should speak now so that I can continue. All right, so I'm assuming that everybody
It's
is
and load, not save preference.
sorry.
Save and load, right?
Save preference. Save preference. Save preference. Okay, is what you're seeing there is this save and load? But I'm seeing save preference. I said there is another version of 4.4.
Underwear, let me see.
See this, but can you see my screen? Here.
Okay, okay.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
All right, so I'm just going to press and let me see if it's here. Okay, that's it here. Akimesh. Can you see here? I'll prefer to use my older version, but they are the same control, so don't worry yourself about that. So once you open the Akimesh tool, it's in the create. Look at create here. If you click on create, you will be able to see Akimesh by this side here. If you look at here, there are different buttons. There is some, I think, tools here. You have view, you have create. Have you seen it? Have we seen
Great.
it?
Please show that again.
Create by the right side here. Look at here. Create. If you can't see, press N on your keyboard. Press N on your keyboard. N. To bring this out. Have we brought it out?
Okay, I've seen N.
If you press N, you see this, and then you go to create. And once you go to create, you can create a room. Should I go on to create my room?
Sorry, when I press on create, it doesn't bring out any option.
Even N, it has not.
Did you save your preference?
Yes, I did.
Okay, you added the Archimesh and saved your preference.
Yes, and my own is 3.6.
Okay, 3.6, that's good. So you press N on your keyboard like this.
Yes, I did.
And then this third one here, this third panel here, that's where you are. Snap it and send to me, please. Because there are other options. There will be other options there.
Let me do that.
Create. That's what we are talking about.
Should I send it in the group?
Yeah, send it to the group. But that's your debugging. I can see your screen.
It is not showing.
Okay. Wow. See what you're going to do? Close your Blender and restart it again. Okay?
Okay.
Just close your... Oh, no, wait. No, don't do that. Look at that Archimesh there now. Look at that arrow. Can't you see that arrow there? That place Archimesh is written. The person sent me this picture now. Can't you see Archimesh written? There's an arrow there. Click on that arrow, on that Archimesh.
Arrow.
Okay.
Archimesh is written down. It's written there.
Yeah,
Click on
I've seen it. It's there at the top.
Exactly.
It's there at the top.
Have you seen it too? The other person was what was the name? Sparrow Special. Have you seen it?
Okay, where is the exact place? Okay, I've seen a name Archimesh with the arrow.
Arrow. Click on.
Yeah,
the
just
arrow.
click on the
Click
arrow.
on the arrow. That's where it is. It's
Okay.
hidden. I told you it's hidden.
Okay.
So you need to be
Okay.
guided to find
Sure.
it. Okay, so now everybody will all have it. So let's start creating. So if you open this up, you see you have your rooms and different things here. The most important thing you want to do first is to create a room. Let's start a room. Okay. Now I'm going to click on room, and it's going to just give me a simple plane like this. Okay. And I'm going to tell you that I want a 4-corner room, okay, like a room with just simple. You can create very complex rooms, but for today we're creating very simple rooms. So if you look at here, we have number of walls. I'm going to make it to be 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, are you seeing how it is? Don't worry about it. We're going to sort it out. Now, if you go over here, let's drag this out. If you bring your mouse over here and drag this out like this, if it turns into 2 arrows, you see that you can see everything here. This is the height of the room. Can you see that? So if you want to increase the height, you can increase it here. If you want to increase the thickness of the wall, you can increase it here. Okay, I'm going to come to other things. All right. So, but what we want to do right now is very simple. Remember, I just told you make it up to 4 rooms, 4 walls. Okay. If you have done that, have you done 4 walls? Have you done that? Create your room and create 4 walls. This is very, very simple. Should I go on?
Oh,
4
I want to
walls.
turn mine.
Just click inside here,
Mine
type
is
4.
mine is circle. Let me turn.
It's circle.
Can't. Yeah.
Okay.
I was about to watch yesterday's video, so mine is still circle, not. I want to change it.
Oh, I don't understand what you mean by a circle. I don't understand what you mean by that.
The shape.
There is no, if you click, did you click on the room? Or you have another shape that was there before?
No, I delete off whatever thing that was there.
If you click on room, it's not
I
possible for you to
click
give
on
you a
the.
circle. That's what I'm saying. It's not possible for you
It's
to
the
give you a
room that
circle.
came out.
Oh, yeah,
I've sent it again.
snap it and send it to me. Let me be sure what
Yeah.
you're talking about. You clicked on your room and this thing was soon. Okay, you are in
Yeah.
your top view. That's the reason why. Press press 3 on your keyboard. Let me see. Press 3. Oh no, don't worry about that. See what you do here. Use this tool here to move around. Let me see.
Yes.
Move around like this. Can you see the shape now? Like this.
Okay.
Can you see it? Okay.
Yes.
So because you are viewing is the view that you are viewing it from. That's the problem. So look at here. I'm going to go to my wall one. My wall 1. Let me make it to be about 3 meters. This thing is in meters, okay? But for you to be able to see the measurement, let me show you how to see the measurements. If you come down here, okay, to this place, you're going to see display hints. Can you see that? And you click on, make sure these 3 things are turned on. Click on show. It will show you the measurements. Can you see that?
Yes.
So by default, you won't see this. You have to turn it on. If you want to hide it, you can just go and hide it. Or you turn it back on. So you show me all the walls. So let me go and create my walls now. So I have this here, 1. So let me make my wall 1 to be about 4 meters. Okay? Can you see the wall 1? 4 meters.
I'm lost.
Where are you?
I'm lost.
Where are you? That's what I'm asking. Where are you?
Okay. From when you were trying to show the meters, I didn't see what you click on.
Okay. Over that, if you go down here, display hints. You click, it will be showing you to give you the show, and you click on it, and it will show you all the measurements. Just make sure you're using this to navigate around, because if you're not navigating around, you see, we're not modeling anything, we're not even adding any shape, we're just changing values and clicking buttons. Let's keep going.
That is saying, what did you turn on?
Show this under display hints. You click on this show.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Okay.
I have my wall 1 4 meters. My wall 2, I will make it to be 6 meters. Now watch what's happening right now. It's forming. Can you see now? It's forming my room, right? Should I continue?
Yes.
Yes.
Wall 3 is going to be -4 because it's going to be going the opposite direction. If you make it 4, watch now. If I make it 4, it will go this way. Can you see? It's going up. But I'm going to make it -4 so that it will be going backwards. Can you see now? I have this here. And my walls, what will be my wall 4? What's the value of my wall 4 now to make it close? Can someone tell me what value should I put?
-6.
That's good. -6. So right now I have my house. It's looking cool, right? The
Yeah.
measurements. Okay. So if you look at the sample that we had, the house had this triangle at the edges, okay? So we're going to put that for this one. We're going to make this place to bulge out and the other side also to bulge out too. So let's do that. I hope everybody's here together. I think these our delays have made our time to finish. We just have 15 minutes more. Do we want this class to be extended? Let's continue. I want us to finish up.
All right.
I'm just going to finish up with this so that even if you don't get what I'm doing, maybe you just watch the video, okay? So just give me about 5 minutes. Let me just finish up with things. Follow me with, just look at me. When I'm done with the next 5 minutes, I'll guide everybody to do it, and you still have the video to still guide you. So look at here now. Just give me 5 minutes, please. So I'm going to click on this. I'm going to go to my wall 1, click on advanced, okay? When I click on advanced, here is a value called peak. So you can able to make this to go for peak. I'm going to just add 1 to it. So it's going to make this place to come up. Now I'll quickly do the same thing on wall 3. Look at wall 3 here. So I'm going to go down to wall 3, click on advanced, and then on the peak I'm going to make 1 here also. So you see that it gives me something like this. To finish up, I'm going to add a floor to this. To add the floor, you see I'm still within here. I'm going to just go up to where I have my rooms, where I did the wall before. Click on the floor and it gives me a floor. Can you see that floor? I will still select, watch now, if you select the wall, it's going to give you a different option. So I'm going to select this place here. This is the place I'm selecting. And then I'm just going to go ahead to click on ceiling. And it's going to cover it up at this place, okay? So, but before I do that, let me just unclick this ceiling. I want to be able to create the roof before I cover the ceiling. I'm going to do that later. To create the ceiling, I'm going to go down to here. Just watch what is going to happen here. I'll add a new thing called roof. Look at the roof over here. Remember, you have this video. I'm going to upload this video as soon as I finish this. I'll just do it and upload this night so that you can be able to work with it. So click on roof. Once you click on roof, it's going to put a roof for you, but it will be on the floor because that's where all the things you are doing is coming from. So once I do that, there is a tool. Immediately you do it, okay? Don't click on anything. Just come down here, click on the roof. You see how many tiles. It's telling you how many tiles you have. So I can say I want up to 8 tiles. So if you do that, you see how big it is. So let me go for about 16 tiles. So what I'm trying to do now, I want a tile that will cover up from here to the center of this place. So now it has passed. So I need to do it, let's say 12. Okay, I think 12 will do it for us. So let me just go for 13. So that it's just going to be above this. Then for this part, I'm going to tile it on the y-axis. I'm going to make it to be about 16. Can you see now what it gave you? Now, peradventure, mistakenly you clicked out and that option went out. If you click back here again, okay, you see that option will not come out again. So what you need to do is to click on this thing that looks like a spanner, okay? If you click on it, we'll call them modifiers. We'll call them modifiers. And you go down, just scroll down, okay? This place you see 13 is for the other one that has 13 value. And if you go down, you see the one that has 16. So you can even make it bigger. by clicking. You see it's increasing now. So what I need to do right now is to click on my move. Remember, I just have about few minutes remaining, so I'm just going to drag this out to this place to balance it, and I'll bring this up like this. So for me to be able to make it to rotate and face this alignment, okay, I'm going to press, let me just do it from here so that everybody can do that. I'm going to find my view. I'll go to my view, go to my viewpoint, and I'll go to, let me check my front view. So my front view is exactly this way on it, okay? So I'm just going to press R on my keyboard and move my mouse up, and it's going to slant it. Now I'm going to just bring this down a bit like this. Remember, you have just be watching what I'm doing. I'm going to be done very soon. I will help everybody. So if you look at now, it has added the thing on your roof. So we need to make it to go over here. The fastest way we can do is just to duplicate. To duplicate, the shortcut for duplicating is Shift D. You hold Shift and you press D. I'll press Shift D and click to accept it. Now if you move like this, you see that there are two now. I want to rotate it on the Z axis. We did that in the last class. It's a bit in touch with that. You press R, you press Z, and you press 180, and it will rotate it on the X on the Z axis, this Z axis like this, for 180 degrees. And you can just drag this back to this place gently. So once you drag it back, you can drag this one back to like this. And you see that you have a very simple house already. Does it make any sense?
Yeah.
Now, the most important thing I want people to pay attention to is that the fact that everything here is made by default. We are not even using what's it called? We're not even modeling anything. Everything is just made here procedurally. So that's the cool part about this particular feature. All right, so what I'm going to do now to help everybody, I'm just going to stop. Let's finish up with this one now. Everybody, let's finish up. Can we do this? Or would you forget? Would you prefer the video? Okay, since I don't have any answer, I'm just going to do something here.
I mean, let's watch the video later.
Okay, you people are going to watch the video later. Okay, let me just finish up so that you people can
So we can finish up.
All right, no problem. So I'm going to add the windows for this. So to add the windows, select this big one here, press N to bring this out. You scroll down and then you go get your door. So we're going to add a door to it. So if I click on door, it's going to add a door for me. Look at the door here. So once I add a door, I can simply click here and move the door to the part where I want it to be. So if I want the door to be here, I will just put it there. But make sure you're selecting this guy here. See the one you're selecting, this one at the bottom here. Okay, make sure you're selecting that. So I'm just going to drag it out because I want to just duplicate it automatically. Then let me add my windows. Click on panel, use panel windows. Okay, you click on windows, and then I will select this one here and I will drag it out to this place. Once I drag it out, I can simply scale this down like this. I can just go close to this place to make sure that it's actually the way I want it to be. I'm going to just scale it down a bit. Now see exactly what I'm trying to do. I want to be able to create some versions of this particular one, of this particular I want to duplicate it. That's what I want to do right now. So see what I'll do. I will select this and duplicate. Once I duplicate, I will select this and move out this way. So I need one that will be facing here, because I want to get one that will be here, another one that will be here, and two that will be here, and two that will be there. So just come in here and select this again. Just click and drag over this. Click and drag over it to select it like this. Shift D to duplicate again. Select this and move this out like this. I'll press R, press Z, press 90 degrees. So we have now the ones that will be on this side. And then I'll also do the same thing. Just the same thing is what we're going to be doing. Shift D again and duplicate. We're going to bring all these things together now back into this building. Then I will select this part. Let me just select this to hold this, hold shift and select this. This is how to select multiple objects. If you want to select multiple objects, you click on this, hold shift, select this one too. It will select both of them. So I can just bring them close to each other like this. Let me just arrange them the way they're going to look. The reason I'm not bringing them close to the house now is that if I bring them, it will be difficult to select. So I will select these two like this and press Shift D. Accept it. You click to accept. I'm going to click here, hold Shift, click on this one, and it's going to just move out the two extra ones that we just duplicated. So now I will move this one to this side too. So right now I'm just going to quickly push this in. Just push this to come and join this building. That's what you're just going to do. Just push it into the building. Select these two, push them into the building like this on the wall. That's the easy part. Select these two. I have about 4 minutes to go. So I'm just going to push this into this place. So don't worry about what you're seeing, it's going to just work out fine. So right now, I think what I will do is, what I did for this one is I'll click here and hold shift and select this one. I want to separate this place so that I can put a door in between them. Select these two and then hold shift and select this one and just move this out like this. I will select this door now. I want the door to be in front of this place. So remember, how do I rotate? Can anybody tell me if you're still following me? How do I rotate? I want this to lap to this place.
Click on R.
R. And what again?
Then the axis you want
Which
to
is Z.
rotate it on.
Z and then 90
Yes.
degrees. So I have this here. So I can just push this into this place. Like that. So then I can select this one and also push it to here. So right now I have finished building my house. So I told you that this normally will not take any time at all. It shouldn't take time at all. So I'm just going to push this just because of the delays we're having with debugging, because I wasn't foreseeing this our debugging thing that we're debugging for everybody. So but the alignments, we can work on that later in another class. So I'm just going to finish up here. Now the interesting part is, how do you now make this thing to perforate the house? You just click here and you just go down to this place. You see auto hold. Can you see auto hold here? You just click on auto hold and it will just bring out these things. Now watch. If you select this door and open it, can you see it opens that door for you? It gives you a hole. Can you see that?
Yes.
So that's the idea.
Yes.
That's the idea of the entire thing. So Even these ones are open. I didn't use the other. I would have used the panel. I think this should be the panel window that I use here. So the one that should be able to open, that's the one I want to use. But the most important thing is that we just have this here and it's open. Do you have any questions so far? Any questions so far?
Yes. Based on what you've done, like the process of adding the roof looks a
Yeah.
bit complex.
Yeah, it's just rotation
Like
and
when you have
movements. It's just rotation and movements and adding the distance. So when you watch the video, you are going to see everything. Just rewatch it, okay? But I will still redo some of these things in the next class.